Hey, my name is Sarah, and you're watching Mad. Growing up, my parents did not want me to play the drums. They did not want me to be a musician because they said, you're going to be starving, you're going to be on the streets, you're a girl, you're going to be roaming at nighttime carrying your drums, no one's going to help you, no one cares about drummers. If you want to make money, you have to be a singer and you have to be a pianist. So I took piano lessons and singing lessons for about 10 to 15 years, which I'm very grateful for now, but not back that time. So they told me, try and become a brand for yourself as a drummer if you want to be a drummer. So I started posting up a bunch of YouTube covers growing up in my teens, which gave me a lot of recognition with A.R. Rahman, Salim Sulaiman, Vishal, Dadlani, a bunch of other people. In Indian music, we have a tal, which is like a rhythmic cycle called the Kherwa. Kherwa is an 8-beat cycle, and it's played on dholak, tabla, and it's kind of like this. That's the rhythm. So a lot of these rhythms are played on traditional percussion, Indian folk percussion instruments. But I love to adapt that stuff on the drum set with non-Indians and see how they interpret it. So I thought, let's have a good time, play this groove on the drums, have a Colombian traditional instrument, have some head movements, and just have a vibe and have a good time. A lot of people think, oh, these old Indian rhythms are so boring and they're for old people. So I call this song #TheKherwaGroove. So just trying to bring these rhythms to life. I love humor. I love fun in music. I have this vision in my mind that when I'm playing music, my grandma's sitting in the audience. And how does she connect with me? She's not going to connect with me with my fast hands. She's going to connect with a groove, with a smile. I love thinking outside the box. I hear a lot of sounds in my mind. I think of drums, each kind of limb having its own sound or own texture. And again, Indian music not stemming from a drum set as Western music does, it stems from percussion instruments. So how can you replicate those sounds on the drums? So that swirly, slinky thing, it replicates like the ring on a dholak, and that's how I see it. You know, taking the hay or playing with the rorotoms. I hear like congas or playing with mallets. You know, when you hit the cymbal, you think of the wash of a wind or wind chimes. So just really thinking outside the box and not thinking maybe as a drummer, thinking of someone who loves textures or a musician. You know, musician first, drummer second. Since my dad had his own band when I was young, he gave me that platform to play. We played around Canada, played locally in Toronto as well. So I would say from the age of 5 was my first performance on stage singing and playing drums. I officially became the drummer of his band when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Before that, I was playing a lot of percussion, like, you know, the octopads, the guttams, you know, the congas or whatnot. Yeah, I think playing with Rajdeep was my first time playing with the BollywoodMonster Mashup because it's such a prestigious festival, as it is the largest South Asian festival in Canada. And playing with Rajdeep was my first time. And that was my first incredible experience with it. And I just can't believe when I looked into the audience, like, I couldn't see a space of ground. There's like heads. I was like, whoa. Sanchari, we had a set list. We did navigate, you know, deviate a bit here and there, but it was a lot of formatted stuff. And Bishakh, it was a lot of Punjabi stuff, whereas Sanchari was a lot of Asha Bhosle stuff. You gotta be on top of knowing your repertoire. So the challenge is to make the artist happy by adjusting your setup and your touch and your playing to achieve that sound that they're looking for. We maybe in Canada have a different perception of Indian music. You know, they live in India, so maybe there's a lot more depth to what they think of. You know, meeting an artist from India, from Punjab, or one from Gujarat. So again, you know, seeing the stylistic differences and the authenticity that they come with from India, which I find just fascinating. And that's something that I really picked up, is the ideas and the stylistic stuff. Next up, we have the song Gaita. It's with myself on drums and Juan on the Gaita. Hope you like it. I feel like jazz is a very broad term in today's world. You know, back then maybe jazz meant traditional, you know, like Miles Davis and stuff. Now there's like hip hop jazz. Now there's fusion jazz. Now there's Indo jazz. Improvisation, of course, is very involved in jazz, but it also is in Indian classical music, in Afro-Cuban music. So I think it's in all styles of music. Yeah, because when you go to jam sessions like I do, you know, I go to New York sometimes and sit in a jam session, no one's going to say, okay, so you play this note on beat 4 and you have, no. It's like, okay, we're going to start, okay, play. You know, how do I do that? I remember as a child, my dad would put me on stage when I was really young, and I'd be like, okay, Dad, what's the next song? Wait and figure it out. And I would cry. I'd go to my mom, like, my dad's being mean to me. And my mom's like, no, he's trying to help you. He's trying to teach you how to pick up things on the fly. Thank you for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed that. If you liked what you saw, if you liked my beats, I played on some other videos as well. So check them out and don't forget to subscribe.